What's up? This is Semipro Football News, where we get you the scores and we get you the highlights. We had some good matchups this Saturday. Man, we had some upsets. Man, let's just jump right into it.
The Punishers and the Reapers game. This was a good game. Punishers with a big run. Punishers with another big run. Irvin Tisdale had 11 carries, 101 yards. Man, the Reapers dropped back pass. It was caught, but he was hit and fumbled. And the Punishers picks it up. But it was the Punishers this game. Punishers 20. The Reapers 14. This was a good game. Another good game. The Gladiators 20. Extra 14. Coaches K.
All right, what's up? This is my Pro Football News. We got the defensive coordinator, TJcessna, in here. Did I say that right? Sexton, Coach Sexton, the defensive coordinator for the Jonesboro Gladiators. What's up, Coach?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? Coach, that was a great win this Saturday against a good extra team. Even though extra's going up and down, they still, to me, they still are a good team. Y'all held the extra to 14 points. And as they say in high school, defense wins championships. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
I know they got the running backs. So what was your game plan going into this game to stop them running backs? And I don't know if they quarterback showed up for the game, but what was your game plan to stop that offense?
Oh, man, I'm sorry. You cut out throughout that whole thing.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. The game against the run, they got them running backs.
Yes.
What was your game plan going into this game to stop their offense?
Really, we just kind of game plan for every single team as we come up. My players take a lot of accountability on themselves and study a lot of film. So, really, as a coach, they make it extremely easy on me because I have guys that are willing to put in the work throughout the week to be ready to play guys. So we knew that they like to come out in a bunch, 3-back set. So we knew that if they wanted to stack the box and play physical football, that's the way we know how to play football. So that's what we did. We went ahead and put our big interior linemen in, had our good containment defensive ends in, and we put our run-stopping linebackers in to just change the game.
Oh, wow.
And we've got some hard-hitting safeties that aren't afraid to come downhill and play ball.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, y'all played the first game against the Bolts, and y'all suffered a loss, and y'all played against the Punishers, and y'all suffered a loss. But these two games, y'all done won 2 games in a row. What was the alternating factor that separate them 2 games from these past 2 games?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You cut out again.
When y'all played the first game against the Bolts, and then y'all had a game against the Punisher, and y'all suffered them 2 losses. And now y'all have won 2 games in a row. What was the alternating factor that separate them 2 games from these 2 games?
I think the biggest factor against the Bolts was we didn't get to have any preseason games. And we started the season off with a bye week. We suffered a lot with the COVID protocols, being able to try and, situate games and be able to play games. So really, I think our first game was a wake-up call. That's not really the way we play football. That was the way, we all got woken back up. And then against the Punishers, we actually made it a pretty close game at one point. And it was a 22-20.
Yeah.
And I think me and all my players would agree, we kind of did some self-imploding, some self-inflicted wounds in that game that cost us that game. And then now we've all taking the wake-up check that we got to recall back and play football the way we know how to play football.
Yeah.
So what you've seen these past 2 games is exactly what you're going to get out of us. I've got to applaud my defense because against the Reapers and against the Extra yesterday, we did not give up a single touchdown on defense.
Oh, wow.
We committed some turnovers on offense that they were able to score on, which we're getting that in check too, but it all comes with chemistry.
Yeah.
Our team has been together for, roughly 2 years, but in those 2 years, this was only our 5th game we were able to play together.
Oh.
So, we had 2 preseason games last year, and then we had 1 regular season game that Silverbacks hosted us, and we walked away 1-1 in preseason, and then we won our only regular season game. And then, of course, this year we're 2-2. So for 5 full regular season games, I'm nothing but happy for my team and my players that I have.
Yeah. Y'all starting to come around. You know, that second game against the Punishers, y'all played great against them. You know, and I was like, and we was talking about some of our Pro Football Talk. You know, me and Brandon was talking about how, you know, the Gladiators, you know, played good. How y'all played against the Punishers, and then y'all played the I think, was it the Reapers?
Yes, sir.
It was the Reapers, and then it was this team, and it was like, oh man, you know, Gladiators might be waking up. They might be waking up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they might be waking up, because somebody told me, they said, man, the Gladiators are a pretty good team. You know, they're a pretty good team. Last year, or the year, it was the year before that, and one of them. But who are your defensive players on your team that's stepping up, that changed, just stepped up these past couple of weeks? That stepped, Sammy Benson, who stepped up these past 2 games?
Man, in all honesty, there's a few that come to mind that I could single out, but really I can't, because our defense as entirety as a whole has literally woken up and started communicating as one solid unit to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Now, I mean, I got to give props to my linebackers, all my linemen, all my defensive backs, every one of them. We're by no means a big team. So we got a lot of guys that had to sit out here for 4 quarters. And then even my guys that are coming off the bench, they're fully checked in 100% of the game. I mean, I can't single-handedly give to nobody. I can say that I will give props to Sammy Beeson, B.J. Allen, and Antonio McNutt at linebacker. But then I'd have to give a big shout-out to my guy that stepped up this weekend at D-tackle in Austin. He completely was wreaking havoc by himself and just changing the way of the game. And that's what I've explained to these guys many times, is that the big plays will come, but as long as you make the necessary plays when they're supposed to be made, those big plays aren't going to mean nothing, because even though you made a tackle for loss 5 yards and it was a wrap-up tackle, a shoestring tackle, not a highlight reel hit, in the books, it's still a 5-yard tackle for a loss. So
exactly.
It's just all these guys checking in and holding accountability and communicating as one squad.
Yeah.
They're a great group of guys, man. It's one of the best group of young men I've ever had the pleasure to be around.
Yeah. Y'all got a bye this week, okay? Y'all got a bye this week. Who do y'all get after this week?
I believe we got the Bolts at home. That's going to be that's a redemption game for us, because we're all fully checked in and we want to show the Bolts how we really play football.
Oh, that's a rematch. That's a rematch, boy. Rematch of Stone Cold Austin and The Rock. That's a rematch. I can't wait to see that game, because y'all have improved these past 2 weeks, and I made a post this morning about when I was at the game when y'all played the Bolts, and y'all was kind of out of it, of course, the fight after the game amongst yourselves, but after that, I said, man, these guys must have went in the lab and got themselves together, because now they praying after the games with the other team. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big step, and I applaud you guys for that, man, because that's growth. That is growth. That is a lot of growth. What took place for y'all to say, hey, we need to get it together?
Once again, I got to applaud my players for that, because our players started to want to make us as coaches be more accountable.
Oh, man.
So I still suit up and play with them. So there's that boundary there. You know, a player's supposed to be a player and a coach is supposed to be a coach.
Yeah.
But with us suffering some injuries, I'm still having to suit up and jump in at O-line. And I told these guys, I've been around a lot of professional organizations. I did play professional arena ball myself.
Oh, wow.
And I told them, I got a lot of guys wanting to go to the next level. Well, then we're going to act like the next level's here. We're going to carry ourselves like an NFL team. We need to act like one. You guys need to show up, be accountable. We have film studies. This Sunday, we're actually taking off and let everybody be relaxed. But normally on Sundays, we'll get together and have a film study of what we just did yesterday, whether it's a win or a loss. Every Wednesday, we'll get together, have practice. We do our conditioning, get checked in. Friday nights, we have a walkthrough before the game. And then Saturday, we have everybody be there 3 hours before the game. We conduct our walkthroughs. We go over what the game plan is for the day, and in our minds, the way we look at it is we've got our game plan. We're not going to adjust to them. When it comes to offense, we're going to run what we run. If they stop it, they stop it, and then we'll adjust from there. But I was always taught that the greatest teams will make adjustments on the fly, and that's one thing I have to give this team, is that it can be mid-game we run into an issue where, okay, they might have exposed us on a coverage. Let's change that coverage up. Let's change our defensive scheme. Let's go from there. And I've got the players that are 100% able to do that.
Okay.
And I mean, they pick each other up 100%. They check in as one and they check out as one. There is no gotta get up, say my bad. No, that's the team's fault. We got it. We're all here to pick you up. We're all here to do this together. So it's just we're playing football the way it's supposed to be played.
That is awesome, man. I just love that y'all have film on Sundays, man. I think every team should scout the other teams and watch their games after they play, you know, to see what they need to correct. Because how you going to correct something if you can't see yourself out there playing, you know? And I applaud you guys on that. But there you go. The Gladiators, they beat the Extras 20-14. And got to watch out for these guys. This is my Pro Football News. This coach, TJ, defensive coordinator, Coach TJcessna. Hey, congratulations on the wins, Coach. And it was great talking with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too.
All right, you have a good day.
You too, sir.
All right.
Scoreboard. Number 5, Silverback 16. Number 4, Bulldogs 14. Number 10, Knights 0. Number 9, Rams 6. Number 7, Gladiators 20. Number 6, Extra 14. Number 3, Punishers 20. Number 8, Reapers 14. Game matchups. Let's go. Number 8, Rams versus the number 5, Bulldogs. The number 7, Extra versus the number 9, Reapers. The number 1, Dragons versus the number 4, Silverbacks. Game of the week. The number 2, Bows versus the number 3, Punishers. These are two good teams. Number 2 seed versus number 3 seed. Who will come out with this win? Who will suffer their first loss? They have a good running game. The Bolts have Zoe Dixon in the backfield. The Punishers have Irvin Tisdale, who had 2 back-to-back 100-yard rushing games. So this would be a good game. If you're coming out and want to see a great football game, come out and see the number 2 Bolts versus the number 3 Punishers. Who will come out on top? Let's go!
There you go. Man, there were some good games, man. But like I said, big matchups, the game of the week, the Bolts versus the Punishers, number 2 versus number 3. Man, that's going to be a good game of the week, man. So looking forward to that game. But this is my Pro Football News. Dre Brooks, man, we out of here.